This actually is the right height for you.
Finally.
Here, yeah. Yeah, yes. So just the first page, is that what we have? That's fine. If you can play the first page enough, that's good enough for me. I think. Okay. We'll get in tune.
I'm just gonna play with my tip usually.
Right, exactly, correct. You don't have to hold the top double stop so long. It's a transient one. The important thing is that the sound really blooms on the top note. Let's try that one more time. And, still feel the crescendo through the middle of the chord. Right, so we don't want to have sound that kind of but so you want to hear just really so just speaking, the bow is doing this dance, going near the bridge and kind of slightly releasing at the end of the easting. So for the first note, we don't need to be near the bridge, right? Why? Why is that? Why is near the bridge? It's a fast bow, exactly. So probably third sound point is a good place to try to be. Now, when you begin this, so the crescendo you will make is by first of all getting really heavy into the string, and you cannot do that here because it doesn't sound good. So I literally have to see your bow doing this thing. Can we try that? Even more, it has to be a little bit more extreme. So start it around the third sound point. Oops, sorry, wrong. So for about that much bow, you want to get all the way from the third to about 1.5. Right. Are you changing the amount of pressure?
Try.
You should. So start less. So just and then work your way into the bridge. Yeah, more extreme with the weight. Yes. Oops, but you must change the sound point. Right. So as you reach the balance point, and even before the balance point, you need to be all the way in. And with this bow, you can do that. Can you start with the hair more tilted toward you? Yes. Yeah, and then as you get heavier, flatten the hair. There we go. That's the result we want. That's it. So now, can you also see my hand? Do you see how when I do the tilted bow and all that, I'm not trying to do it with the hand lock like this. It's a very natural thing that happens. Can you try this? Yeah. Yes. So this is how you start, and then by the time you get to the balance point, you have to be comfortably deep into the string. Here. Then. Need to relax here. You're squeezing a little bit too much. So starting on the double stops should be without too much. Good. Good. Yeah, and then once you reach the E string, you need to have much stronger contact with the string. Now, Ella, we still need to talk about something more, because in this etude, we're dealing with so many different pressures. When you hold your bow, index finger and thumb on the stick, if you hold it like this, do you get with the index finger a sense of the stick and with the thumb a sense of the hair? Can you try that? And just think about what I just said. Do you feel the index finger kind of a continuation of the stick and the thumb kind of continuation of the hair? You feel that? Yes. So these things, they have to interact constantly when we play. So just think, as you bring this in, the thumb stays with the hair. The index finger needs to bring the stick close to the hair. So you need to start adding pressure from the index. Now, once you're here, again, the thumb keeps holding with the hair, and the index finger is really deep into this. Then again. Then again. You went there with just, so you have to release. The next one is again you release. Then again you release, and you need to be at a much higher sound point in the east. Yes. Good. Ooh, I love that. Do you hear the sound of the E string that is coming? Can we do that like 3 times in a row, so you can feel the physicality of this, and then we move on. You try to apply it to the rest of the etude. Deep in the string. You need to be at a much higher sounding. Yes. So for those things, you must be at the second sound point. Oops. Right. Start light. That's it. Good. Keep on going. Actually, no. Let's do it 2 more times, just so you feel the. Ella, but you must start with the light hand. Can we try that? So as you lift the bow from the string, that's the point of the reset. That's when everything goes back to neutral. And then you get the bow into the string. for right now, because we're focusing on everything else, but what happens when you roll the chord? There's a little bit of scratch there. So let's not worry about it too much right now. But that reset, which is not just light with the bow, it's a physical reset. You have to stop squeezing the bow. When the bow comes out of the string, you just have to let it rest in the crooks of the fingers. Good. Good. Reset physically. Good. Reset physically. Start at the third sound point, not too high a sound point, so you have the chance to do the crescendo. G flat. Do we need to mark it?
It's right here.
Now, same thing we did this. Yes. Okay, now hair out and good. Now you need to be in third position for this because these are both flats. Yeah, and now for this, yes, tilt. Now, do you understand why I'm angling the bow so extreme? Because you have open G string and then a short string for the D string, as you play the dance. Yes. Yes, and once you get here, you need to straighten the bow. Yes, and deep in the string. Da, da, da. Open E, open E. And high sound point. Now straighten the bow for this, yes. A flat. How about E natural, because it's a part of the... Good. Nice. Straighten the bow for the tip notes. Go on. Straighten the bow. Second position, just extend. It's an extension. So this fourth finger is just an extension. Good. Go on. Second position, that's correct. B natural, G natural, G natural. Yes. Extend. Right. That's right. F natural, so this is a whole step, right? So whole step like a bracket. Go on. Oh, first position now. the second finger down because you're coming right back to it. So can you? Yes. Up, down. Yeah, don't throw the bow. Don't throw the bow. Reset. Now the C flat will be with the first finger. So open finger. It's no. It's like a major sixth. First position.
Oh.
Yes. Yes. Right. Good. Now same thing. Okay, how about we read the next couple of lines also, so you'll know what to do. We start in which position? Can you tell me? What note is this? E flat with the first finger is what position? How far is it from the third position?
Whole step.
Half step. It's a half step. Yeah, So it's fourth position, low fourth position, right? So let's set the hand in that fourth position. Find the E flat with the first finger. Right. Prepare your octave position. Yes. Go ahead. That's right. That's right. That's right. Good. And now first finger for both. And the C will be with 2. Is second finger high? Yes. 4. G natural. Yes. That's right. Now let's go on. B flat will be with the second finger. Two. G natural. Yes. Okay. I hope that by next time I see you, this page will be very fluid. Because it's the same thing over and over. So you just have to train yourself to play the chord with beautiful technique and to release right before it. And the one thing that sometimes you forget is when you're at the tip, you have to play with a really high sound point on the thin strings. Otherwise, they don't sound good. Okay, now, scherzo tarantella, is that the next thing?
It's double-sided, so.
Good. You should probably punch holes in it, so it's, yeah. Do you have a copy for me today?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Let's see. Let's see if I ever did it. I didn't. I will do it. Oh, I might have. So cool.
Yes, this would be so cool if you did it.
Thank you. Goodness. That's cool.
Oh, you actually have it! Whoa, great. Great. Okay, and all the markings are transferred and all that. And yeah, and I see some of my handwriting in this, so I must have used it. Okay, so let's go from the start. Do you have the whole piece today?
Yeah, I have.
Good.
I think. Yeah.
Okay, how does the bow feel?
It's fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need to mark where the tip for you is?
No.
Should we put the tape? Okay, it's okay. understand that, Pinky, and yeah, good. Oh, now let's go on. Contact toward the tip. That low A needs to be longer because you're playing it as one of these. It's actually different. Good. That's a good starting point. So let's take from here. try up on the G string. Come on.
I was confused about this one.
So the G finger has to remain better in tune. Now, Ella, can we do just a bit with the G string and the sixths? Let's make sure that we come out of it correctly. So you don't need to change the bowing because it's up, down, and then it just ends up being on the up bow as well, right? So could we try one more time sorry. Can we take it from there? Right. So set the bow with nice amount of leverage. E flat C. It's yes. Okay. Now let's try this one more time. Do you see what I'm doing? So you need to have a fair amount of leverage for it. Just the bowing. Exactly. So with that amount of leverage, now even if you end up playing a double stop, so usually people actually catch. They keep playing on both strings. Try that. So it's on the E flat and C. Yes, and here you stay here. Can you? Exactly. Now, can we do this one more time? Are you frustrated by the pitch? Now, do you know why you think that your fingers are in tune, but it sounds out of tune? What is your bow doing? It's over the fingerboard. Well, not literally over the fingerboard, but for the length of string that you're playing, it's the equivalent of playing over the fingerboard with the bow. So this is also kind of fortissimo passage. This is pretty strong. So you really need to be at a part of the string that is going to take that leverage. So can we try this one more time with higher sound point, especially when you go up the positions? Yes, and now I'm start worrying about the unison from here because nobody's going to hear this. It's a liability, so I'll start worrying about from here. So just ignore this here, okay? We will add it from there. So let's go slowly. Mm-hmm. That's right. So stay in the second position because this so this fourth finger here you do want to observe for the C. Don't go to third position for that, but because once you're it just makes things a whole lot easier if you do that. So could we try from this? So why we do right? Good. Took an extra bow somewhere. We restarted something, so it was off. Can we do from here one from D's? So they begin on a down bow. D. 4. That's what will keep organized. Now, can we do it still in the same speed, but with a sense of organization and line? Can we have that? But you're stopping too much. So maybe you need to slow down the tempo. Fantastic. Now let's do it a little bit quicker, but not stopping between the groups. So and it's also important that you feel it. Pa 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 pa. So don't just begin because it's not ya da 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 da. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to make the rhythm fit with the other instrument. Could you try that? So, ready? 1, 2, 3, up.
Oh, I can't do
One.
it fast.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1. No, but there are 3 of them. That's the thing. So, 1 and 2. C, A. Right, so that's a starting point. And now with your bow, which is a little bit shorter, it will be easier to and you might be able to even, depending on the bow, you might be able to be able to play the triple stops there on that. But that's a starting point, and now let's finish. Yeah, now, since we're working on this, what did you get out of your lesson last time, the one with Espen? What were the things that were like the overarching ideas? I know we worked on some he worked on some specifics, but what what do you think were his recommendations, big picture wise, for you?
Well, to fix my standing when I play.
Yes.
To try to work on the vibrato and to keep my bow connected to the string sleeve.
Right. Just think about it. But why do you think you have to keep the bow connected to the string? Is that just a physical thing, or does it have to do with how things sound? Right. Now, what you're playing here, I'm hearing kind of the equivalent of blank spots on the hair. And a little bit of insecurity or kind of mumbling in the left hand on this. So let's see if we can get it completely clean. So as long as the bow is sticking to the string, especially in this slow tempo, you have to be able to control it. So. And then we will worry about the spiccato once we get there. The spiccato is a whole lot better. Now it gets very diffused on the G string. Do you know why?
Because just playing legato, I have to sort of. It's harder to keep my arm out.
I don't know about the arm. I just don't necessarily think about those things all the time. But now, do you know this piece? Have you heard it before? Bach Presto in G minor from the first sonata. Well, it's a piece we probably will start working on very soon. But now look, it's all détaché. The whole, it's 2 pages of détaché from beginning to end, and a few mixed bowings here and there, but it's détaché. Now I'm going from basically the top string to the bottom string. Look what happens with the amount of bow. So it has to reduce, because if I go, it sounds absolutely ridiculous by the time we get to the low strings. The low strings just require less bow. Same principles apply to the tone in spiccato. It's a tone principle. You cannot get away from that. It's a given. Yeah, it's like, you know, the gravity constant for Earth. It's like the speed of light constant. It's you can't mess with this rule of physics. So now, can we go back to? And I need to hear a much clearer approach to what you're doing. And even if you take it quicker. We need to hear good sound coming out of you. Okay, Ella, it's very mumbly. Now, play the first note and then freeze. Okay, now, your bow needs to be already closer to the A string. So with the end of that top note, you have to already be preparing the next bow. And now, do you see how the hair is going to be a smidgen higher for the next string, because you have to pivot the bow. Yes. Yes. And now each string also requires a special different feel in from here. So again, with the idea that the thumb feels, how the hair contacts, and the index finger feels how the stick works there. Can we just make a loop out of those so we don't have to worry about the shifting? Yeah, but the start on the A string doesn't sound very convincing to me. So you really have to pivot the bow. It's not lifting the bow, but pivot the bow and start without the Yes. Yes. So now, can we do it without stopping the bow too much? So, do you see how I'm controlling my bow when I start the down bow? So there are no shakes on it. So as I pivot the bow, let's try also not to have such a huge blank spot. I hear you stopping your bow after the down bow. So it needs to be more connected. You're an athlete. This is an athlete bowing. You can't play being complacent. Good. And now let's put it in the context of the piece. We will worry about the spiccato in a moment. Can we pick up the tempo on this? So put plenty of leverage in this thing. So just a little bit quicker. Leverage. Yes. Okay, so let's start. So what is the sixth at the top? Major or minor?
Major.
Okay, what's the next one?
Major.
Fingertips touch. It's a minor sixth. So that's what the issues. So can I hear you? Can I hear you playing those two notes there? So the third finger moves on a half step. Yes, so that's what you need to feel. And see if you can connect that to the thumb. You're making that face. That it means no learning, just frustration. So enjoy that you're getting it cleaned up. Yeah, and Ella, move them one by one because you want to feel. You want to feel the precision of this. So I feel very definite hand position all the way from the thumb into those two fingers. When I just now this one is very different. So can you? So keep the third finger down for now. Lift the pinky and reset it when you get into the next interval. Yes, so that's what's going on at that top. Yes, and now the tone from the voice getting. So can you purify the tone? Try the higher sound point, Ella. Why are you so far away from the bridge, considering how short this thing is? Ah. Good job. So that's how we get today. Now, can we start one more time from? Now, here, what about the top sixths here? This is at the beginning of the passage. What are they? What is that one? Can you identify it by ear? No, it's not major. Play it in first position. Now, do you recognize it as being minor simply from the fingerboard geography? If your fingertips are a half a step away, it is a minor sixth. If they're a whole step away, that's a major sixth. So what's the next one? What's this one? Yes, so two minor sixths in a row. So you have to. So that will organize your left hand. Can we do it? Yeah, but can we do it with much more contact, Ella? Because again, the sound is so put leverage, put all of your weight into the string. So the index finger has to be also much more engaged. Don't stop the bow. So okay, going on. Now on this one. You want to be longer on the E string rather than crossing over to the A string in that really high register there. That's very dangerous to do up on the A string. So it's very sloppy as it gets down into the lower strings because your bow goes at an angle like this, and you're just playing over the fingerboard with this. So let's take it from. So can you make sure that the tone stays good? Straighten your bow. Straighten your bow. Let's try that one more time. So it's again because of your petite build, and I can relate to that because I have to work a lot for the spiccato. On this, I know how much work it takes with those of us who have lighter, just not as strong hands as people who are built big. You have to work. There has to be a lot of control that comes from here. So it's not just. So look again. Do you see the amount of work that my hand is doing? So I really am going into down for every single note I'm playing. Especially in this slower tempo. Yes, now your index finger. Now can you tell me why is your index finger here? Now, if you're the frog like this, that creates a myriad of issues. Now, I'll show you the first one. I'm going to turn you first over the computer, so you have that here on this. So the issue is with the index finger at the frog being hooked here. At the frog, if anything, you want it to be here because you want to steer the bow in the right direction. At the frog, it's a very rare occasion when the bow has to be angled like this, not straight but with the tip toward your ear. So at the frog, that's a very rare thing. So if you steer the bow, your index finger ends up always being closer to this, to the first joint. The contact with the stick is there instead of being here. Okay, so that's number one that you need to do. Then let's not lock the hand. If we're like this, we're cooked. The spiccato is not going to work. So again, slightly supinate the hand. And now, do you feel all of your fingers on the stick?
Yeah.
Good. Do you feel your thumb kind of on the level of the hair, more or less? So with this feel there, it's like those two entities that are moving in parallel motion. Now let's see how you can manage your spiccato from there. So that's already a whole lot better. Now can we have a little bit more energetic spiccato, because it's so you need to add a little bit more speed to this, and a slightly higher bounce. Good. Can you coordinate the movement in both hands better? Can you play in pizzicato that passage? Pizzicato. Pizzicato. Do you know what pizzicato is? Pluck, 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 pluck.
Oh.
Try that one more time. Fantastic. And now try the same thing in spiccato. So try to clock in when the hair touches the string. So it's not so much, I'm going up and down, up and down. You have to feel the precise moment the hair touches the string. That's much better. Let's speed that up a little bit. Don't be late for that last string crossing, the pivoting of the bow toward the G is late. Okay, good. And now let's put the whole thing in context from the top. And let's finish it. Don't stop the bow. Don't stop the bow. So that's right. Let go of your first finger for the harmonic. Oh, are you? No, you were not shifting with the first finger for the harmonic, right? It's too far. The harmonic is too far, but let go of your. Right, that's how you will get the harmonic. That's the chances of it going right that way are better than with other fingerings. Now, Ella, just think about cleaning up the bow strokes. Applies to the whole piece where you have the fast bits. Can we do the first page? We have just a few more minutes left because I need to go very, very soon. So let's work efficiently. Yes. Don't stop the bow. Don't. Good. Go on. Now, let's identify the tens, the sixes, because that's what tripping you here. So, what six do we have here?
Minor.
And what is it here?
Major.
Right. So, can we just isolate them and play the minor one in first position? Oh, but it's out of tune. Good. Right. So that's what you're aiming. Yes. Good. And now. Oh, you've changed your fingering there for that. Because that's our pattern for the rest of the piece. I recommend you do the 4/4 fingering. Yeah, but there has to be a minor 6, yes, and then major 6. Mhm. Go on.
Oh wait, so it changes because then it's a major but a minor.
Yes. Every time it's slightly different. So those are the things that you need to clock in and learn on this. Now, I really have to go. So everything is vastly improved since I heard it 2 weeks ago. But the middle sections still need a lot of work. Now, what surprises me is that you're not using your beautiful tone when you're playing those lyrical spots. It's almost on the level of being side read. At this point, you have to play the music because you know how the lines go. You have crunched the numbers, so you have to let this thing just be very linear, very flowing. You have to be able to sing it. That's what you need to do with the bow on that. So continue working. The business about cleaning up the sound applies to absolutely every single note in this. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Welcome.